Today is Monday, Music Monday, so you know what time it is. It is time to talk about music. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, stop what you're doing and make sure you hit subscribe now. And thank you to those who already have. And today I have two CDs that I'm reviewing. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to talk about, so I said, why not talk about both of them? Estelle is first up. Her new CD, True Romance, hit stores on February 17th. And it's still a pretty new CD, in case you didn't know, or in case you're not a fan of the show, or maybe not have seen it. She was featured on Fox TV's Empire episode last week, where she sang the song Conqueror from her CD. And in that version for the episode, she did a duet with Jamal's character. And that song is actually made Empire history as the fastest selling single from that TV show. It debuted at number 4 on the iTunes singles chart and is steadily climbing. So definitely congratulations and kudos to her and Jamal, or Jesse Smollett rather, on that. And her CD, I will say before I go into the review that I'm really a first time Estelle listener from the standpoint of hearing an entire CD from her. So I really don't know what her other CDs sound like. I believe this is her 3rd or 4th studio CD. And everybody knows the song American Boy. I think that's pretty much her biggest song to date. But this CD, she's really pushing the envelope. She seems more comfortable in her own skin. She's really beginning to be more sexy with her vocals and even with her image. And speaking of that, the best song I'll say on this CD is called Make Her Say Beat It Up. The song has actually been out for a few months, and she has a video out for it too, so make sure you check that out. And I'll actually be posting it inside of my blog, and it's going to be called Love, Sex, and Romance. And look for that today at www.poeticexpressions.com. But that song, the lyrics, the beat, everything is just crazy. The only thing I don't like about it is it's too short. I think it's just under 3 minutes or so. But she also did a sample of the Good Times TV show on her song Gotcha Love, which, if you remember the last review I did, I was talking about CeeLo's new album called TV on the Radio, which is a concept album based on TV show theme songs. So I think this song would have fit right into his album well, and I could actually hear him singing on this. I think it would be kind of cool if they did a remix together. And another song that's really hot on here is called Silly Girls, and another one called Something Good, which has a 90s kind of throwback feel. If you all remember the C.C. Pennison song, Finally, it has that kind of feel to it. So she's got a lot of different styles here. And surprisingly, it's a really cohesive album. It doesn't sound like the music is just all over the place, which I love that when artists are able to have different styles and different genres on one album, but it doesn't sound thrown together. So definitely would recommend you all checking out this CD. Again, that's Estelle, True Romance. Also, Raheem Devaughn is now on his 5th studio album. It's called Love, Sex, and Passion. Also, it was released on February 17th. And I'm a big fan of Raheem Devaughn. I have all his CDs, and I'll say he's one of the most underrated R&B male artists, in my opinion. And he actually sounds better live than he does on the recorded CD. And I've only seen him live once when he opened for Jill Scott a few years ago. But he's currently on tour again now with Ledisi and Leela James. So you all can just imagine the vocal powerhouse that's going on in the building each night for those shows. So definitely check that out if you haven't got a chance to see him live, or him or Ledisi or Leela James. But back to the album. This album is more sexual, kind of like Estelle's album is. It's definitely some nods here to sexuality. The first song, Black Ice Cream, I'll let you all make your own conclusions on what that's about, but it's a great song. And he also has Boney James on here, and some of the songs have a little bit of a jazz feel. Pretty Girl is a really cool song, kind of has a swing out, maybe kind of Step in the Name of Love kind of vibe to it. And speaking of that, he has a song on here that kind of nods to R. Kelly a little bit with Seems Like You're Ready. And he pulled it off really well, I'll say. I've heard a lot of artists lately kind of mimicking R. Kelly or maybe referencing R. Kelly on their songs. And to be honest, I really didn't enjoy it, but I think he did a great job at it. And the CD has a lot of songs. I think there's maybe 17, 18 tracks. You all know how I feel about that. My motto is cut the fluff. You know, give me a 10-track CD, and if all 10 tracks are jamming, much rather that than 17, 18 tracks and only, 10 out of the 18 are really good. But I will say, for the most part, you can play this CD straight through. I will say you have to be in a mood for it, so to speak. It's not something I would just bump in my car to work necessarily, but it's a great CD, and it's really mellow, really mature. You can tell this is definitely his 5th CD. He doesn't really have too many up-tempo songs on here, mainly love songs. Not really any sad love songs either. Pretty much upbeat for the most part. So another great album. Make sure you pick that up. Love, Sex, and Passion, Raheem Devaughn. And don't forget to check out the post Love, Sex, and Romance, which will feature this video review as well as music from both Estelle's new CD and Raheem Devaugh's new CD. So make sure to check that out. And also another post that'll be up this afternoon about the most cocky rapper ever. Let you all decide who that is. I won't give it away, but that's my clue, is they are probably the most cocky rapper, or the cockiest rapper there ever was. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. But thank you all for tuning in to Music Monday, and I will see you all in 2 weeks.
Lay your body down for the Love King. Shh, hush, don't say a word.